Alrighty, welcome guys. Welcome to video number 1 on the Twisted Iron Performance YouTube page, guys. So, in this video, you guys are going to get to know me a little bit and get to know about my business, Twisted Iron Performance. So guys, here at Twisted Iron Performance, we build dreams. Alrighty guys, alrighty. So, I am Scott Anderson, the owner of Twisted Iron Performance, and here we do basically everything from A to Z. What does that mean exactly? It means that we do everything from maintaining lawn care company trucks to building SEMA quality cars and maybe even a little bit better. So, I first off want to go into me personally and kind of how I started into this industry. So I'm a young man. I am 20 years old, so kind of a youngin', and especially for where I am. So I have been into cars and been very excited about them since I was very, very young. As long as I can remember, I have been in the shop with my dad doing U-joints, doing ball joints, maintaining trucks, whatever it was. I was here in the shop with my dad from a very young age, I think probably since I could walk. And then from there, I think I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I seen the very first video that I had ever seen of the SEMA show in Las Vegas. And I thought that that was the coolest thing ever. And I knew from then I wanted to build a car that went there. And here today I am. I think I was 11 or 12 years old, and my dad gave me the opportunity to have this 1989 Ford Brick Nose truck. Now, out of the deal, I realize now that I got the short end of that straw because I did 2 summers worth of work for that truck, and it came out of the bone pile, was not running, and looked like an absolute turd. But that is not the case anymore. It was a very beautiful truck by the time I was done. It was the first truck that I restored. My dad left for a business trip. I asked him if I could fix it up a little bit. He was gone for a weekend. He came back that 2 days later, and the bed was off, the doors were off, it was stripped down to bare metal, and I was almost ready for paint. Well, at least I thought, but then I figured out I couldn't leave the cancer, so I had to replace some body panels. But anyways, so that's kind of what started it. That's what kicked it off. This car behind me is actually my personal 1961 Chevy Impala. This was handed down to me from my grandfather. I did the LS swap in it. I remember from a very young age rebuilding the carburetor with him with the 454. It was just a ton of fun. I have a ton of sentimental attachment to this car because it was one of the first cars I ever worked on. Coming out of that, after I did the LS swap in this and also a CJ7, I got offered a job working for a local gentleman at a junkyard who is also very reputable for his LS swaps and everything that he does car related. So he taught me a ton of what I know today after he offered me the job. I had to get my driver's license first because he offered me that job at 14 or 15 years old. So I had to get a driver's license, but as soon as I got that driver's license, I was at work working for him. Not only did I tear down vehicles in his junkyard, I also did a ton of LS swap work. I did a ton of just work on classic cars in general. So then he sat me down one day and he said, "Scott, look," and remind you guys, I'm like a 16-year-old kid at this point. He said, "Scott, look, I can pay you and you can make a lot of money here and we can build some really cool cars, but in my opinion, I think that you are too talented for you to stay here because I'm only going to limit you. And I think that you need to go to the School of Hard Knocks and start your own business. So, leaving the office that day, that is what I set my mind to. And at the age of 17, I opened this, Twisted Iron Performance. And here I am today building SEMA car that I really can't talk about yet, but we are getting to that point. That's kind of how I ended up in this place, building cars and having giant dreams. I do not shy away from anything. I say yes to basically everything, and that's what I do. I go to the School of Hard Knocks. So, what you guys will see in this channel is us doing a lot of this kind of stuff. You guys might see some very interesting stuff that you would not relate to this. So, like maybe some heavy diag stuff that Joshua, the technician, one of the technicians that works for me, who is an amazing man, and you guys will see in the videos. You might get to see some of that type of stuff. A lot of playing around and a lot of joking. That is just a part of my shop. We like to have a good time, but also we do stuff right. And then we also get it with the cars. So with our personal cars, we like to go out and have a good time. So you guys will see a lot of that. So it'll just be a good time. I hope that you guys get to watch and follow along, watch us grow as a shop. Here in the next few months, we'll be moving to a new location. So that is exciting. You guys get to see this car and the parts that I can't talk about yet. You'll get to see that here very shortly. And many, many more. So we get to do a bunch of cool stuff here revolving around American Muscle. So guys, I really hope that you get to follow along and get to see my dream and vision of where this shop is going come to fruition. So I want to be one of the most reputable shops in the nation. But first, I want to start right here in my local hometown of Peyton, Colorado. And I want to grow this community, and I want to be known as somebody in the car world, and I hope that you guys will help to be a part of that. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for getting to know me just a little bit, and now it's time to have fun, guys. I hope that you guys have a good one, and welcome the new year. Thanks, guys.